Guys, I need to know, can you see me? Can you hear me? Is everything working? Let me know in the comments. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, if you can see me. Woohoo! Okay. Hello from Brazil, Renata. Yep. Hello, everybody. I'm trying to. There we go. Vitor says, woohoo! Good. I'm glad that's the mood. Yoke, yes. Similar Dante, yes. Yes, we do. Wonderful. Ernesto says, hi, Arnel. High five. Okay. Everyone can see me. Hi, Arnel. Yes, you are loud and clear. Good. Hopefully this stays loud and clear. Ooh. Hi from India. Really nice. Thank you for joining me for another live lesson. Today, we're going to look at improving your fluency and your confidence. I will, of course, share my screen with you, but for the first couple of minutes, let's just say hello to each other. Noor, hello from Iran. Hello. Habib, hello. Tasnia says, how is it going? Good. I'm excited to be here. Thank you for asking. Let's see. Ooh, the comments are flying in. I'm loving this. This is great. Oh, hello from Mars. My connection must be really good. Hello from Colombia. Wonderful. Hello from India. Hello from Afghanistan. Wow, this is amazing. So many people from all over the world. Ooh. Hello from China. There we go. Wow, so many interesting places. Hello from Egypt. Wonderful. Stockholm. Perfect. Thank you all for saying hello. If I missed your comments, I don't mean to ignore your comments. They're just coming in pretty quickly. Okay, I think we need to start. We need to jump in. I'm going to share my screen with you. Can you please let me know if you can see my screen? I always want to make sure everything is working. Let's try it. I know it's really small, but I will make it bigger. First, I want to make sure you can see everything. So guys, can you see my screen? Can you see me scrolling? Yes, Fahim says yes. Thank you, Fahim. Wonderful. Yes, we can see it. Arisha says yes. Good, I'm getting lots of yeses. This means I can start. I'll make it bigger because I know it's really small right now. Okay. Let's do it like this. I know I'm really small down here in the corner, but I think it's more important that you can see my notes. Okay. So let me make this a bit bigger. Let's really maximize the space here. July 3rd, the second live lesson I've ever done. Let's look at today's objectives. Today, you're going to learn some helpful tips on how to improve your speaking fluency and confidence. With those two things, fluency and confidence, your English will be completely different. I want to quickly take a look at the word fluency. So in this lesson, I'm going to give you some tips, but we also need to look at vocabulary and expressions. You can't be fluent without those. So I want to highlight the word. Bear with me while I just organize everything here. Okay, let's choose purple. No, not inside. I think a lot of you know that I love purple. Now, I want the line to be purple. Ah, there we go. Okay. Fluency. Let me know in the comments, the word fluency, is this a noun? Is it an adjective? Is it an adverb? What do you think? Let me know. Fluency, noun, adjective, or adverb? Let me know. I'm going to wait for your answers. Arisha says a noun. Good. I see a couple of people have said adverb, adjective. It's a noun. So well done, Arisha. You were the fastest. You just put your answer in there very quickly. Good. Let's look at this word because fluency is a really common word, especially if you're learning English. We need to take a look. I'm going to put a table here. And delete row. Okay. This would just take a minute. I want to make sure I get everything organized so it's nice and clear. So fluency. Let's make this white, of course. Fluency. Ugh. Let me grab this here. Once I do this a couple of times, it becomes faster. Then I can just copy and paste the text. But to set it up, it takes a while. Fluency is a noun. I'm going to grab a few examples from earlier that I put together. Sorry, clicking. Okay. Ooh, I don't have very much room in this box. Okay. Trust me, I will make this a lot clearer once I can move everything. For some reason, I can't. Let's do it like this. I have to move each bit manually. This was not my plan. Okay. Whew. And I just have to make this smaller. I'm going to lock this so it stops moving. Okay, here we have it. Fluency is a noun. Jack's fluency in English makes it easy for him to work in international companies. Today, I want to help you improve your English fluency. You can see I'm using fluency as a noun. Okay, a question for you. What is the adjective for fluency? It's not fluency. What's the adjective? Let me know in the comments. Oops. Flu. Wow, wonderful. So many answers so fast. Mihaly, fluent. Correct. Fluent is the adjective. Wonderful. There's a question. Fluent, really good, Miro. There's a question I want to answer. Where did it go? Okay, Rakesh, I love this question. Is it necessary to know about a word details, noun, pronoun, adjective, etc., to speak fluently? Well, if you're learning English, you do want to know what part of speech it is, because if your teacher corrects you, they can say, you need the adjective, not the noun, or that's the adverb, not the adjective. It makes learning much easier. But to be honest, there are a lot of native speakers who don't know what nouns, adjectives, adverbs are, but when you're learning, it's very helpful. Okay, so a lot of you have said fluent. Let me grab my example from earlier. Martha is fluent. Ooh, let me highlight this. Martha is fluent in several languages, including Mandarin and German. Ricky speaks fluent Spanish after living in Madrid for 5 years. Okay, I think you know what I'm going to ask next. What's the adverb? Put it in the comments. What's the adverb? Perfect, Ahmad. Fluently is the adverb. Excellent. Santi says fluently. Oscar says fluently. And Zay says fluently. Perfect. I'll do one more. Rajesh says fluently. Wonderful. Love it. We need some examples. Okay. Here we go. By practicing daily, Camille now speaks French fluently. I have a little test for you. Little test. I want to be a English speaker. Ooh, oopsies, fluently. Here, do we need fluency, fluent, or fluently? What goes in here? I want to be a You guys are faster than me. As soon as I change my screen, your answers are coming up. Fluent, wonderful. JH, fluent, there you go. Rajesh, fluent. Rifki, fluent. Jean, fluent. Love it. Okay. Okay, so we want to work on our speaking fluency today. I want to be a fluent English speaker. There we go. So far, so good. I can't forget to tell you, these lesson notes will be available to download within 24 hours of this live. So after this lesson, give me some time to put it all together, to upload it, and then you can download it. Soon, my notes will only be available to members, but I'll inform everyone on my channel about my memberships coming soon. So keep your eyes peeled. Let's start with an idiom. On a scale of, I'm going to choose 1. On a scale of 1 to 10. I'm going to get you a scale. I made one earlier. Okay. Here we see a scale, 1 to 10. So this is an idiom. Normally we say 1 to 10, but I guess you could say on a scale of 1 to 5, on a scale of 1 to 100. But for today, let's say on a scale of 1 to 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident do you feel about your English? I'm going to put this in the notes. Let's make this smaller. And let's change the font. Okay. Let's make confident. Let's get a picture. Let's say 10 is super confident. 10 is you feel really comfortable speaking English. So I'm going to put this one here. 10 is like the best feeling. Let's do let's make 1 the opposite. You're not confident. You don't even want to speak. You are nervous. You feel embarrassed. 1 is here. So I'm asking you, I want you to put this in the comments. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you in your ability to speak English fluently? Let me know in the comments. What number are you? Oh, lots of numbers. Jean is 5. Okay, right in the middle there. The Indian people, 10 out of 10. Um, we have Zay is a 9. Santa, you're an 8. Lots of high numbers here. Myrdeline, 6. 4, yeah, 4. I mean, that's what we're trying to do today. We're trying to really become more confident. So if you're at a low number, that's fine. We see a 1 here. Thank you for sharing this. You know, I'm glad you're honest. Not everyone is confident. Tahan is a 3. Hopefully this lesson helps you with your confidence. 6, really nice. Stephen, 6. Behind the scenes, 8. And Vitor makes a really good point. It depends on the context. That's true. Think about your own language as well. I doubt you're confident in every single situation. It really does depend on the context. That's true. Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you? Normally with this idiom, we see the question, how? You know, when you're learning a language, you want to look for patterns. On a scale of 1 to 10, how? Then we have a question. I have a few more examples for you. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how satisfied are you with your current job? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you enjoy reading books? We have how again, lots of how questions. And it doesn't have to be how, however, that's really common. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give a So I'm going to use the example. I'm going to give an example with a book I just finished reading. Let me type this and then I'll show you the book. Where the Crawdads Sing. Okay. So I can show you, I know it's really small, but I just finished reading this book, Where the Crawdads Sing. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this book a 9. I really liked it. A 9. It's not a 10 because some parts are really sad, and I don't like sad. So that's why it's not a 10. And one last example. Imagine you go and see a doctor. Your doctor could say to you, so 18.6. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most painful, how bad is your back? You could answer, I would say a 9. So it's a common question. Well, common idiom. 18.6. Okay. Right. Let's start with our very first tip. The tips I'm giving you are not in any particular order of importance. Tip number 1, make new vocabulary personal. I know when you're studying, you'll see lots of vocabulary, lots of expressions. It's hard to remember everything. So what you need to do is make personal examples. Connect the vocabulary to your life. So, okay. There's me, there's the teacher. On a scale of 1 to 10, this is possibly a new idiom for you. Make it personal. A lot of you did this. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give my English confidence a 4. If it's personal, it's easier to remember. Here's another one I thought of. I love ice cream. It's my favorite dessert. So I thought, on a scale of 1 to 10, How much do I love ice cream? You know, making it personal makes it more fun, easier to remember. When you are learning new vocabulary, make sure you think of personal examples. Can you use the vocabulary in a situation about yourself? Anything, make it about you or someone you love, something you enjoy. And then, you know, it's easier to remember. Okay. I love using little light bulbs when I give someone a tip. We're going to try this. I want you to do this. I want to see your examples in the comments. On a scale of 1 to 10, yeah, let's do it down here. I give a Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, we can remove the I give a What examples can you think of? I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for your examples while I drink some water. Okay. Yes, Zay, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give ice cream a 10. Yes, me too. Raise up. Love your example. Thank you very much. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give Arnel a 10. You guys are really, really nice comments. Thank you. Stephen, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give my speaking skills a 7. Yeah, really nice. Your behavior 10. Good, Ernesto. Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give French fries a 10. Wonderful. Okay, Ali Akbar. Teacher, please talk about who, whom plus preposition and relative clauses. Because this topic isn't related to what I'm teaching now, I won't answer the question, but I do have a lesson on relative clauses, whom and whom. We know the subject is who, whom is the object. You have to check that video out. It's on my channel, search for it. So at the moment, I won't answer questions not related to this current topic. Okay. Let's keep going. I'll add a new page. Let's move on to tip number 2. Okay. Tip number 2, read up. What word am I looking for? I think some of you know this word. Read a Sorry, not read a, read a. Any ideas? Oh, Leo, thank you. I'm looking for one word that begins with A. So not read a book. Sorry, the word I'm looking for begins with A. I'm not really giving you much help. Let me give you some more help. Read oh. Read oh. Read abroad. Not quite. I mean, you could read abroad, but that's not what I'm looking for. Read along. Keep trying. I love it, Ali Reza, but try again. Along. Read alone. That's another good one. I'm trying to find. Okay, I think I've got it. Yes. Anelson, read aloud. Read aloud. Quite a few people have gotten it. We have Santa, read a lot, I agree. Aloud, very nice, Mihaly. Pranshul, aloud, love it. And Santi, aloud, very nice. Read aloud. Read aloud, or I can say read out loud. Same thing. Now, what does it mean to read aloud, to read out loud? What's that? It's when you don't read in your head, you read so people can hear you. Definition: to read so people can hear you. I mean, maybe you can read out loud alone, but generally you have to speak. You have to use your voice when you read aloud. So read aloud and read out loud. You can use either one. There is no difference. It's good to know both of them. I have a little picture of someone reading aloud. Let me copy and paste it. Here we go. Here we see a boy reading aloud. We can see this little speaker icon there. Everyone can hear him. I'm curious, this is a tricky question. This isn't related to your level of English. Are any of you fans of this book? Mr. and Mrs. Dursley of number 4, Privet Drive. What book is this from? Does anyone know? I think some fans might know. Any ideas? Zay, you said yes. What book is this? Perfect. Harry Potter. Good. Wonderful. So that first line I just copied from the first page of Harry Potter, book 1. Okay. Teacher, are you married? I am married. I've been married for 13 years. Yeah, I'm married and I have 3 kids. Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry, love it. Ooh, Harry Potter mention. That's right. This is a good question. Ali Reza, is it separable? Let's go back here. Thank you very much. I'm going to put some examples in the notes and I'm going to answer your question because that's a nice question. Okay. So my teacher asked us to read our paragraphs aloud, to read our paragraphs out loud for the whole class to hear. Read aloud, read out loud a few times a week. Choose something you enjoy reading. So this is tip number 2. I want you to start reading aloud, read out loud, because you're practicing, you're training your brain to use English, and what you're reading will be perfect English if you're reading a novel, if you're reading a news article. Right, so it's a way to speak English. You're kind of cheating because you're using someone else's words, but it's brain training, right? It gets you in that habit of using the language. Yeah, even practicing the pronunciation. Okay. And Ali Reza asked, is it separable? Yes. So what we can do is we have read our paragraph. Yes, thank you. So we do not need an object. For example, an object is not always necessary. For example, please, you can read aloud if you want. An object is optional if you want to make it clear. Optional. You can read it aloud, out loud, if you want. So choose something. Object is not always necessary. You can read aloud. We have no object here. You can read aloud. An object is optional. You can read it. It can be a book, article, anything. Read it aloud. Read it out loud. Here's my object. Okay. Yeah, so you can separate read and aloud. You can read aloud the book. This is incorrect. This is not correct. I'm putting this here because someone might say, oh, read aloud the book. You read the book aloud. Okie dokie. Okay. Whew. Tip number 2, done. Okay. Let me try and answer a few questions. Renata says, is aloud old-fashioned? It's not old-fashioned. Nope, not old-fashioned. Someone is saying, Cassetti is saying, I can't see you. Can you make your picture bigger? If I make my picture bigger, then perhaps you can't see the notes. If I do this, let me try something. This is an option I have, but you can see the notes are really tiny. And then I don't have many options. I have this option and have this option. So unfortunately for now, I need to just keep it this size. Okay, let's keep moving. So we just spoke about reading aloud. This kind of connects to tip number 3. Record yourself speaking. So record yourself speaking and then listen to yourself. I know it's really difficult to listen to yourself. It's not easy, but what's the point of this? Well, it's always good to hear what other people hear. You can correct yourself. You can correct your own grammar. A lot of times when students are speaking, they may not know they're making a mistake. On paper, they can correct things very easily, but when they're speaking, they're maybe a little bit under pressure, they're nervous. But if you can listen to yourself, you can correct yourself. It's possible. Try it. Record yourself speaking. I'm going to give you a few examples. Okay. Let's make this look nice. It's always nice when things look nice. I'm gonna grab that. Where is it? Oh, the little light bulb. I'm gonna grab this one again. We can use a light bulb as bullet points. That will make it look nice. Okay. Record yourself answering an IELTS test question. I know some of you are preparing for an IELTS exam. During that speaking part, record yourself. Tip 2, record yourself reading aloud. Record yourself practicing a conversation. Record your personal examples. Tip number 1, make things personal. I mean, the next one is kind of a little bit of a joke, but who knows? Record yourself singing. I mean, I would never do that. I never ever want to hear myself singing, but maybe you enjoy singing. Right, I'm going to put this in parentheses because this is kind of a joke one, unless you really love singing. Okay. I'm just looking through the questions. Okay, Ali Reza is asking, here you meant record for a goal. So why don't we say record to speak? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, Ali Reza, I know we use the infinitive. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this question. In during my last live, I couldn't grab your examples. The cut and paste, the copy and paste didn't work. So I'm gonna try and take a picture of this comment, and hopefully I can do that more. Okay. So give me a second while I test this out. Okay. I'm gonna try this. Bear with me. It worked. Yes. Okay. I'm going to try to do this more often. I'm going to try and grab your questions. And I also want to grab your sentences so I can correct them. So I'm going to try and do this more. Here you meant record for a goal. So why don't we say record to speak? Just to clarify, I believe what Ali Reza is talking about is using an infinitive. Our objectives, yeah. Okay. I wear glasses to see. Why do I wear glasses? To see. I'm using the infinitive to give a purpose, why we do something. I'm studying hard to get a 7 on the IELTS. Oops. Okay, again, we're showing purpose. So, Ali Reza, I believe I understand your question. Why am I not saying record to speak? Because you're recording yourself, this isn't really showing the purpose. Record yourself speaking is the activity you need to do. I'm not showing you the purpose of the activity. We could say record yourself speaking to improve your confidence. Then we can use the to infinitive. Now I'm using infinitive. I hope that answers your question. I hope it makes sense. Okay. Good. Nice. Let's keep moving. Okay. Oh, no, I forgot something. Let's go back to tip number 3. Let's continue with this. There's an expression I want to teach you. Record yourself speaking. Listen to yourself. Can you correct any of your own mistakes? Do you hate the sound of your own voice? Get over it. You have to get over that. Okay. Expression, get over it. Definition, you accept that you don't like something. Stop worrying. Are you thinking, I hate the sound of my own voice. I don't like it. Well, you have to get over it. You have to accept that you don't like it, and you just have to try and listen to yourself. I know it's not easy, but you do want to push yourself. Okay. So I have another example. A. I can't believe they canceled my favorite TV show. This cat is not impressed. It's just a show. Get over it. It means accept you don't like it. Stop worrying. Get over it. Actually, let's practice this together. Say it with me. I want you to repeat after me. Get over it. Very nice. Let's try that again. Get over it. Get over it. Stop worrying about it. Okay. This is an important note. I need to put this here. Can the expression get over it be used in any situation? No. You can only use this expression with people you are comfortable with. Family, friends, people you feel close to. Because you're telling someone, stop worrying, just forget about it. You don't want to say this to someone you've met for the first time, or maybe your boss, someone you are comfortable with. That's really important. Okay. So little light bulb, so we know it's a important note. And I'm going to quickly scroll up. Don't get dizzy. I want to put my notes in a little box. So later, if you look at this, it's easier for you to see everything. Okay. Important. People you are comfortable with. Okay. This is a question I get a lot. I'll quickly answer this question because people ask me this constantly. Teacher Arnel, what is your nationality? I'm American. I'm American, but I know a lot of people look at me and say, oh, but you look Asian. I am mixed. My dad's American. My mom's Chinese Korean. Good question, Curly. Get over it. How do we say it formally? Well, there isn't a direct formal translation. We would just say it nicely. For example, we can say, don't worry. This is politer than saying, get over it. Don't worry. I'm trying to think of a few examples off the top of my head. Don't worry. It's okay. These are the best examples I can come up with on the spot. Believe in yourself. I don't like the sound of my own voice. Just believe in yourself. You can do it. So there are other ways to say it. Okay, so we just finished tip number 3. Let's keep moving. Tip number 4 is really important, especially for confidence. Don't feel judged by your mistakes. This is really important. It might seem obvious, but a lot of times when my students speak to me about feeling nervous speaking to native speakers, or they're embarrassed, they're a bit scared, they always say the same thing. I make so many mistakes. Well, you might be making mistakes. You might make mistakes from time to time, but people don't really notice your mistakes. Only teachers and examiners are paying attention to your mistakes. Okay. And this is really important. Only teachers and examiners are listening out for mistakes. Day to day, when you're speaking English, people want to understand you. They want to know what you're saying. They're not going to worry about all the little mistakes you're making if you make any mistakes. Listening out. This is a phrasal verb, and I want to highlight it because it's a great phrasal verb. Only teachers and examiners are listening out for mistakes. Okay. If you listen out for something, or if you listen out, you make an effort to hear something. You really try to hear something. Person A, when will the delivery arrive? Person B, it should be here soon. Listen out for the doorbell. So you're telling this person, really listen. Because sometimes we may not hear something if we're not really listening out. So when you're speaking English to a colleague, perhaps, if you're in an English-speaking country or with another student, don't feel judged by your mistakes. People want to know what you're saying. They want to get the idea. They want to understand you. They're not listening to the little minor mistakes. Okay. For example, imagine you have to go somewhere and fill out a form. You want to ask for another form and you say, sorry, I did a mistake. Can I have another forms? In this little speech bubble here, there are two mistakes. Any ideas? Let me know in the comments. What can you see? There are two mistakes here. Okay. Really nice, Hannah. Did and forms. Good, good. Maybe that's a good question. I'm going to take a picture of your question. I'm going to try my little screenshot thingy again. Hopefully I can make it work. Okay. So I'm going to put this. I'll answer your question in a moment, Mampy. Yeah, that's a nice question. Okay. Made a mistake. Really nice, Hatet. And then we have Muskahan. Form, not forms. Excellent. Really good, Tien. Sir, I made a mistake. Can I have another form? Perfect. Ding dong. Yes, someone was at the door. Someone just delivered a package. Good. Another forms. Nice. Okay. So a lot of you managed to correct this very easily. My whole point is, if someone were to say this, is it a problem? Sorry, I did a mistake. Can I have another forms? The person working behind the desk is going to understand what you mean. It's going to be very, very clear. So of course, we need to improve every day. I want you to improve your English, but feeling judged about your mistakes just doesn't help at all. Okay. So I will quickly correct this. This will just take a moment. right? Because we make mistakes. We don't do mistakes. That's a common mistake. I made a mistake. Okay. And then can I have another form? Good. Okay. Mampy is asking, what is the difference between listen to and listen out for? Yep, I got to highlight for here because that's also part of the phrasal verb usually. Let me move this. Here. I'll make it bigger so everyone can read it. What is the difference? Listen to, listen out for. Okay. Now, what's the best way for me to explain this? When you listen to something, you use your ears because you want to hear something. I listen to music every day. Are you listening to me? Are you using your ears to hear what I'm saying? If you don't listen to the instructions, you won't know what to do. Use your ears because you want to hear something. You are focusing on the sound. That's important. On the sound. Okay. I just want to make sure I highlight everything. So later, if you come back here to look at the notes, it makes it easier to read. Okay. So, you're focusing, you want to just hear, you want to use your ears. If you're listening out for something, you are waiting. You are waiting to hear something. Listen out for the doorbell. I'm waiting to hear the doorbell. Can you listen out for, imagine two teenagers. Can you listen out for mom's car? I'm playing video games and I need to know if she's coming home. When she's coming home. So listen out for something you are waiting. So going back to my earlier point, up here, teachers and examiners are listening out for mistakes. Yes, that's what we do. When I listen to my students, I'm concentrating. If I hear a mistake, I want to catch them. Absolutely, I'm waiting for those mistakes. Okay. And listen out for something. I'll include for. Can you listen out for mom's car? Okay. Good. Right. Let's keep moving. After we finish all the tips, I will try and answer questions that are not related to this topic. Tip number 5. Let's do this. Prepare scripts for common situations. A script is something you write to say. Let's see if I can get a little picture of a script. Yeah, let's get a picture of a script saying script. Okay. A script. Something that is written for someone to say later. Like a movie script. If you're an actor and actress, you need your script because you're going to say these things later when you're filming. I also want you to write scripts for common situations, situations that you come across quite often. And this can really help boost your confidence. If you know what you're going to say in that situation, then you can just say it. You don't have to think about it. You need a script. Okay, for example, a movie script. Is it written for someone to say later? Later, like a movie script. Okay. Now, what do I mean by common situations? Imagine every day you want to order a coffee, but you're too nervous to go to a cafe. You're too nervous to order. You need a script. This is something you can practice in advance. Okay. Ordering a coffee. Can I have a small cappuccino to go, please? This is all you need to say. If you're nervous, but you have your script, you can just say it. You don't need to think, especially if you want to order coffee every day. And you don't need that many options. I mean, there are so many ways you can order a coffee, but just choose your favorite. Just choose one. That's all you need. It's good to know others, of course, but if you're a bit nervous, just pick one. It's fine. What's another common situation? Asking someone to repeat something. You may not understand something, so it's good to have a little script. If you don't know what someone said, you can say, "Sorry, would you mind repeating that?" Sorry, would you mind repeating that? I want you to say it now after me. Sorry, would you mind repeating that? I hope you're saying it at home. I hope you're practicing aloud. This might be common in your life. Answering the question, where are you from? This is just an example. I'm from a small town in Germany called Neustadt. Have you ever been to Germany? Where are you from? If you're traveling, if you're studying in an English-speaking country, people are going to ask you, where are you from? Have your answer memorized. And you can see here, I'm ending with another question. You can keep the conversation going. So I have a question for you. When was the last time you spoke English? When was the last time you spoke English? What were you doing? An example could be, I asked my teacher a question. What else can you do in English? I sent an email. Maybe you sent an email to someone. I sent an email to a client. Let me know in the comments now, what was the last thing you said or wrote in English? Jacob, today I speak English. Okay, nice. I like it. I'm going to copy your comment. Today I speak English really good. Can we say pardon? Yes, Auntie, you can say pardon. Instead of saying, would you mind repeating that? You could simply say, pardon? This is what I mean. Pick one. Pick your favorite and stick to it. It's fine. Today I was speaking English with my friends. Excellent. Speaking English with your friends. I love this. I'm writing here during the live. Exactly. That's what you're doing. In what you said, been to Germany or gone? Have you ever been to Germany? Did I write that? Oh, have you ever been to Germany? Right. Have you ever visited Germany? So been is what we need there. Today I was speaking with my sister who is beside me. Hello Zay, sister. Nelson, can I also say, don't you bother repeating that, please? Good question, Nelson. That is not a question we would use. Don't you bother repeating that? So no, that would not be used to ask someone to repeat something. I love this, Raouf. I spoke English last week Monday at a get together I attended. Excellent, excellent. I love it. Oh, Dima says I speak English with chatbot in my phone. Okay. Vitor, this morning I was reading The Book Thief. Ooh, I've never heard of The Book Thief. I have to check that out. I love reading. I'm going to check out The Book Thief. Is that a book? Or is it like a article or website? Ooh, very nice, Tian. I did a presentation in English walking our clients through the project's functional requirements. Wow, that's impressive. Santi, I had a conversation in English with one of my acquaintances today. Love it. Vitor, it's a book. Thank you. I'm going to check it out. Bengisu, love it. I always use Chat GPT for making practice. Yeah, really nice. I'm going to grab this comment. I'm going to look at this again in the notes. Excellent. A lot of you are doing a lot. This is perfect. Do something every day. There's, oopsies. Oh. Okay. Mm-mm. Arno, do you recommend learning English by studying song lyrics? This is a tough one. In general, no, because songs are poetry. Many times lyrics are not natural. They're not natural. You know, it's not a conversation. It's not something you would see in an article. It's art. It's poetry. So if you enjoy listening to music, of course, listen to music. It's good for pronunciation. It's good for pronunciation. It's good for vocabulary. But I wouldn't study song lyrics. They don't always make sense, actually. And a lot of slang is in songs. Narrative tenses. Is this something you studied, Emily? Yeah, narrative tenses are tenses you use to tell a story. Past simple, past continuous, those are narrative tenses. Yeah, yeah. Dalton says it's better to listen to podcasts. Yeah, yes, podcasts are more natural. Love it, really good, excellent. Okay, I grabbed a couple of examples and I want to go through them. Bear with me, I want to make a bit of space so everything's more compact. Okay. Jacob, I love that you wrote me a comment. This is excellent. But let's look at a common mistake. Today I speak English. Even though we have the word today, we don't use a present simple. Because if you speak English today, it means you speak English. It's the present simple is for, a repeated habit. If it's today, I spoke English. Today I spoke English. Because if you spoke English, even though it was today, it was before now, I spoke English, and we would just say, I speak English, meaning this is your ability. Today I spoke English. Nice. Okay, let me go up here. Where can I put this? I want to squeeze your comment in here. I can make this one smaller here. Oh no, this is not where I want it. Sorry guys, 1 second. Sorry. I want to find my to little grammar box. Where is it? Ah, here we go. So earlier I was speaking about using to show why we do something. I always use ChatGPT. Why? To practice, not for making practice. I use ChatGPT to practice my English. To practice. Okay. Let's do about 10 more minutes. We've gone through 5 tips. I think let's do 10 more minutes. I'll answer random questions not related to this topic. Okay. First, I'll just finish this. Okay. Wow. This is great. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages of notes and 5 tips. I hope you can use some of these tips in your daily life. Really, I want you to make vocabulary personal, which is number 1. Read aloud, read out loud, record yourself speaking. Don't feel judged by your mistakes, and prepare scripts for common situations. Okay. So let's take a look. Any other questions? Renata, Arnel, do you listen to any podcasts? I do not. I am not a podcast person. I would rather watch a video. So no, I don't listen to any podcasts. But why do you say, for example, this day was made for sleeping instead of to sleep? If something is made for something, made for is an expression, Jose. After for, we need the ing form. For example, let me, okay. I want to answer your question. I'm just trying to find a place to do it in my notes. Made for is just a phrase in itself, made for something. After a preposition, we need ing. Let's see. So here's my example, Jose. These scissors were made for cutting. These scissors were made for cutting fabric. These are sewing scissors. If you want to sew and cut fabric, you need these. Okay, so bear with me. I'm still answering your question. It's a really good question. 2 plus infinitive to show purpose. I'm going to repeat what I said earlier. I wear glasses to see. 4 plus ing to show the purpose of a specific object. These glasses are for seeing underwater. Maybe they're like goggles. They're for seeing underwater. Okay. There's a really famous song by Nancy Sinatra. Maybe you can listen to it after this lesson. Song by Nancy Sinatra. Sinatra. Oh, there we go. These boots are or were, let me quickly check. These boots are made. Sorry, I wasn't sure if these boots were made. These boots are made for walking. It's showing the specific purpose. These boots are made for walking. Again, we see for plus ing. So to show purpose in general of an action, for plus ing to show the specific purpose of an object. I hope I answered your question, Jose. I hope that was what you wanted, what you needed. But to plus infinitive, for plus ing is a really tricky one. I do have a lesson on my channel that explains it in detail. On my channel, let's see, on my channel, to or for. Search for it, and I go into to plus infinitive, for plus ing in detail. But I hope, Jose, this answered your question briefly. Okay. This is a nice question, Near. What are the most advanced topics for a B2 English learner? Near, it's not the topic, it's the language used to describe that topic. Of course, some topics like politics, maybe some taboo topics, can use really advanced vocabulary. But in general, it's not the topic. A topic about your daily routine might seem like a simple topic, but it depends on how it's written. Okay. So, my dear teacher, you said in which I would merely. Yes, I have a whole list of topics I need to make. The list is very long. So whom plus preposition. I believe you mean preposition plus who or whom, because who or whom plus preposition, I can't think of an example off the top of my head. Preposition plus who or whom, not the other way around. Okay. Teacher, when is the membership coming? That's a really good question. I'm planning to get it out before the end of July. And in my membership, students are going to be able to download these notes, only members. So today we have all these notes. In this lesson, they're going to be available for everyone. But in the future, they're only going to be available to members. So hopefully, Zay, by the end of July. Eunice, hey Arnel, which pronunciation way do you prefer in can, can't? Well, because I have an American accent, I make that real nasal, that nasal sound. Can, can't. Can, can't. Arnel, have you watched Barbie? On a scale of 1 to 10, I give the first half of Barbie an 8. I really enjoyed it. I give the second half of Barbie a 5. So that's my answer. Introduce your team behind your channel. Thank you. I am my team. I do all the editing. I do the writing. I do the social media. I do my blog. I do everything behind my channel. I don't have a team yet, but I would love a team. I do need a team soon because it's a lot of work, but I don't have a team yet. Nancy, will there be more lives if you're a member? That is not my plan currently. I'm doing it step by step. I don't want to overwhelm myself. Possibly be more lives as a member, but the next live is going to be in 2 weeks. The 17th, next Wednesday will be the next live. I'm planning to do it every 2 weeks. Thank you, Arnel. Thank you, Curly. Thank you. What does membership mean? Thank you very much. That the channel will be for a payment. No, my videos will be free and my lives will be free. Just like this, you can come on YouTube, you can watch my lesson absolutely free. Members will get extra perks. For example, they're going to get the notes from my lives, extra little PDFs here and there. So just extra bonuses, but my channel will remain free. How can we get the membership? I haven't announced it yet. I'm still putting my membership together. I'm still putting it together. Ooh, Reza, Arna, I guess you made a mistake. You wrote 2 or 4. Ooh, oh, thank you for correcting me. Yeah, did I write that? Ooh, let me check that out. Oh, yes, thank you. No, it's not of, it's or, 2 or 4. Thank you very much for correcting me. Okay. Really nice question. All of you are asking such amazing questions. Rajan, I've heard tend to have a lot. Well, let's search on YouTube as usual to understand the difference and usage of each. It'll be so appreciated. One of your avid students. Yeah, thank you. I think I have time. Yeah, Raja, let's look at this. I can do this in a couple minutes. We'll start wrapping up. We'll start wrapping up this lesson, but I can squeeze this in. It's a nice question. Okay. Let me copy and paste your question. This would just take. Okay. I've heard tend. Okay. The more important one is tend to, and tend to is always followed by the bare infinitive. So I'm going to start with this one. Tend to plus bare infinitive. Okay. Definition. I usually do this. For example, I tend to wake up early. I usually do this. I'm an early riser. I tend to wear bright colors. I mean, not today, but generally I do wear really bright colors. This is red because this is the American spelling, but my computer's set to British English, so that's the British spelling, but just pick which one you prefer. I can say Mark tends to chew his gum loudly. He usually does it. He chews his gum loudly. Yep. Okay. I tend to wake up early. I tend to wear bright colors. He tends to chew his gum loudly. So there's a tendency. This is normal. Let me know in the comments, what's something you tend to do? Not always, but usually you do this. Let me know. Oh, really nice. Plants tend to grow faster in the spring. That's right. You're very welcome, Jaco. Absolutely. Keep your examples coming. I love them. Keep them coming. I tend to drink coffee. Yeah, me too. I tend to drink, I wouldn't say a lot, but a lot of coffee. Said I tend to have my coffee every morning. Absolutely. I love it. I tend to read novels at night. Wonderful. Okay. Good. Ooh. As much as it should. Okay. I looked at that one. Let's keep going. Right. I'm losing focus here. Tend without the to infinitive, Rajan, has a completely different meaning. This means you care for something. And the only example I can think about right now is gardening. I tend the flowers in my garden. I'm a gardener. Let's get a picture of a gardener. Yep. Why not? Let's just, I mean, all these pictures work. Let's choose this one. Okay. Good. And then last point here, tend to have a lot of time. That just goes with this rule here. You tend to have, it's tend to plus bare infinitive. I tend to have a lot of time on the weekend. You know, I'm usually not very busy. Okay. Tend to have. Okay. I hope this answered your question, but tend to is a really good one. It's one you should try to start using. It's common. Right. Okay. Let me become big again. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you so much for being here today. I really enjoyed myself. I hope you learned something new. I hope you can put some of my tips into practice to really help boost your fluency and confidence. Hopefully see you next Wednesday. It should be the 17th of July, and I'll let you know when I finally release my memberships. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Bye.